The sinking of an Iranian warship appeared in this video that was posted by the White House. You may notice the montage also uses clips from the video game Call of Duty. It then intercuts it with real-world footage of the US attack on the Iranian targets, and more than 46 million views has taken place. Brian Stelter is with me. Brian, I asked the former Treasury Secretary, Jack Lew, about this exact thing, because people are criticizing it, and he says two things. Firstly, he said, war is a deadly business, but he said it's also a serious business. I guess that's the problem with this video.
Yes, and I've even seen some video game bloggers today saying the same thing. I used to run a video game website. I follow a lot of these sites just for fun, and I've been struck by the criticism coming actually from video game developers, from columnists, from people who live in this business, because it is a business, even though it's an entertainment industry. Video gaming is a big business, and we've heard from many of those columnists and developers today saying, this is inappropriate, this is wrong for the White House to do. So there's been a lot of criticism, but Richard, we know the White House also feeds off that criticism and welcomes that criticism. And more broadly, I think what we're seeing from the White House is an attempt to sway public opinion about the war. Already, polls in the U.S. show that most Americans are opposed to the war. And if you look at Google Trends for the word Trump or Iran to see what Americans are searching for, here are some of the questions you'll see bubble up on the rising trends. Why did Trump bomb Iran? Why are we at war with Iran? Has Iran attacked the U.S.? This is like a pulse check for the American public. People have a lot of questions. Many people, most people have not been persuaded by Trump's muddled and sometimes contradictory claims. So I think what we're seeing from the Trump White House are a variety of attempts to influence public sentiment, and that's why you get a video with Call of Duty footage, which is, yes, shocking, but maybe it's a way to get through to people.
Right, but is this going through for a particular person? Is this going for basically to young men who were the...
Yes, in the same way, definitely. Yeah.
It's appealing
I was
to
going to say,
that.
Richard, it's the
appealing
same
to
content
that
we've seen
area.
involving ICE raids and immigration enforcement in the U.S. There's been this attempt to use some memes, popular video game messages, in order to promote Trump's immigration agenda. So now we're seeing that applied in a different format to the war in Iran. We've also seen the Pentagon be really aggressive on social media, trying to debunk misinformation, trying to respond to rumors. For example, just in the last hour, rumor about a fighter jet in Iraq. So we've seen an aggressive attempt by the Trump administration on social media, sometimes in really, I think, constructive ways, trying to debunk disinformation. But in this case, with this video of Call of Duty, in a way that's very, very controversial and I think very polarizing. And again, that might be the point, Richard.
We're winning this fight. We've taken control.
The Admiral knows we have clear objectives with maximum authorities on the battlefield. The dumb, politically correct wars of the past were the opposite of what we're doing here. They had vague objectives with restrictive, minimalist rules of engagement. No more. Our authorities, his authorities, CENTCOM's authorities through the president and myself are maxed out. Our capabilities are overwhelming and gathering still, as are those of our Israeli partners. Our munitions are full up, and our will is ironclad, which means our timeline is ours and ours alone to control. as long as it takes to ensure the United States of America achieves these objectives. And as we flow more forces, and as we flow more capabilities, and as our munitions, as we're flying over the top, have even more devastating effects, we set the tempo, we set the timeline, led by the commander on the ground.
Ballistic missile attacks have decreased by 90% since day one. Drone attacks have decreased by 83% since day one. Having said this, we remain vigilant. Our strikes against the Iranian Navy have intensified. You may have heard the president say just a little while ago that we have sunk or destroyed 24 ships. That was true at the moment. We're now up over 30 ships. And in just the last few hours, we hit an Iranian drone carrier ship, roughly the size of a World War II aircraft carrier, and as we speak, it's on fire. The president gave us another task, to raise or level Iran's ballistic missile industrial base. So we're not just hitting what they have, we're destroying their ability to rebuild. And so as we transition to the next phase of this operation, we will systemically dismantle Iran's missile production capability for the future, and that's absolutely in progress.
Well, there's no expansion. Ultimately, I think the president's having a heck of a say in who runs Iran, given the ongoing operation we have. So there's no expansion in our objectives. We know exactly what we're trying to achieve.
I'd also just double down on the president's comments that he previously made to the people. Stay in your homes, keep things calm, stay out of the way. There's a lot of U.S. and Israeli capacity coming over. We're hitting a lot of targets. The best thing for them to do for right now is just to lay low.
Well, as the president stated, it was unfortunate that that the Brits didn't, from day one, say, "Hey, go ahead and have access." But we got there. We got there, and that's now part of the way that we're operationalizing bomber runs. And that's part of when we say more to come. It's more fighter squadrons, it's more capabilities, it's more defensive capabilities, and it's more bomber pulses more frequently. The amount of firepower over Iran and over Tehran is about to surge dramatically. And part of it is that we're going to have even more basing. And it's not just the UK. We've had other friends step up, and we're grateful for that.
播报新闻是我的日常，必须时刻保持妆容和皮肤的最佳状态。当来到人生中最重要的时刻，也是 KS 逆时奇迹帮助我轻松驾驭，闪闪发光。KS 逆时奇迹活肤露全效精华、精华霜，多达5种 EGF 6大冻龄关键成分，保湿效果让我非常满意，小细纹也不再困扰我。我就是我自己的最佳女主角 ，KS 让我从容自信，光彩动人。我是我人生中的大女主，我的最爱我做主。KS 逆时奇迹系列热卖中，下单请上快点购，透过中天新闻网 App 下单立减50，或输入 CTI 推荐码有额外折扣。